I don't think you should go to school today.
You don't want me there, lol.
In the nicest way possible, no I don't.
Dude.
Do you know how many people have gone missing, especially from our class? It's not safe to go anymore.
I'm not just going to sit around until they all come back.
Well, I won't see you for a long time then. You can go work on your relationship issues by yourself and get kidnapped.
Reveille doesn't know what she's talking about obviously, but I had to sit around at home for a bit thinking about what she said. Once I decided she was entirely wrong for what she said, I headed off to school, where I attempted and only just succeeded to pickpocket Ray. Then I went back to the front of the school where Reveille was. We flirted and all that, but as soon as I got that kiss I booked it out of there feeling a lot better. I found Orchid and we talked for a while. I told her how Reveille shamed me this morning for getting an education, and Orchid said that it understands not wanting to come because of the kidnappings, but Reveille shouldn't push their stress on me, which I think is extremely true. After gym class I was feeling like I did this morning, so I ran to Curry and got another kiss instantly. During my next conversation of the day with Orchid I asked if its hair was naturally what. She said it isn't, her natural hair color is black, so naturally I asked why she dyed it. It just stared at me until I changed the subject. One more kiss from Curry, one more conversation with Orchid and a trip to the shop for water later, and there was one more class until the end of the day. The sun began to set for the end of the day and I went over to Orchid. Unprovoked, it says she thinks the disappearances are a quote-unquote inside job. I asked her what it meant by that and she said the person taking our classmates must be inside the school. I told her that was a really weird theory and went to see Curry. As we mingled I told her Orchid thinks the disappearances are coming from inside the school. She told me Orchid was just being stupid and gave me a kiss. Then I went home, the happiest I've been in like a week, so happy in fact, I don't even remember what I did that afternoon.
Don't be stupid AI, Masami is also staying home today.
I don't even know who that is.
The person with fluffy green hair, but that doesn't even matter. More people are staying home, which means you are more likely to get taken.
I'm not gonna get taken, Reveille.
For fuck's sake, Kanashii, do you just not value your life? Is this really the hill you're going to die on? Do you hate yourself that much, that you're going to put yourself out there to be kidnapped? What is wrong with you?
I decided to ignore Reveille and go to school. I had to wait half an hour for Curry to show up so we could start getting all lovey-dovey. I don't think this is really love, it's more so strategy. She kisses me, I feel better, then I run off to talk to people I actually care about, which is now only Orchid since Reveille is so bent on the idea that someone in the school is targeting our class. Not even Tanaka-sama believes that, and he'd be the first person I'd look to for crazy theories. I wonder if he's found anything else out. Anyway, after I finally got my kiss I ran around until I found Orchid and we talked about manga and anime like usual. I wanted to ask her more about her white hair considering her weird reaction the other day, but I'm a nice guy, so I didn't push its boundaries by asking. You guys agree I'm a nice person, right? You all like me, that's why you've stuck around this long. 58 days, huh? What a ride. After my first class was over I very quickly got my kiss and went straight to my next class. One more class, one more kiss, some talking, another kiss, and I was feeling just great again. Now I can start working on my original goal, getting better at public speaking. I bet you all forgot about that, huh? I don't come here for an education, I'm just here for the social aspect. That being said, between my next two classes I talked to the only people left at the school that actually care about me, Curry and Orchid. Unfortunately a long weekend was coming up and normally they're both busy, so I tried to relearn my speaking skills, which got me another kiss. Soon enough the sun was setting, so I said goodbye to Curry and went on my way. At home I played a few hours of video games, studied some of those confidence videos, read a romance manga, did some exercise, had a shower, and went to bed. Sunday, 2 p.m. on the dot. The class group chat got a message from the police.
I'm sure you've all realized there's a clear target for these disappearances, being your class, so we are urging for you all to stay home until any of your classmates show up, that being Izanagi Nazen, missing for 45 days, Yuzawa Nishi missing for 40 days, Takumi Umi, missing for 35 days, Kurosawa Shinji, missing for 30 days, Koshiro Ichiro, missing for 25 days, Meiji Sanetomo, missing for 20 days, Tanaka Kenji, missing for 15 days, and the 5 days apart pattern has finally stopped with Ohara Omizo, missing for 10 days now, being our last case from your class. Please stay inside or with others and contact us if you have any leads.
That's a lot of people, but hear that, it stopped now, there's no way I'm staying home. The long weekend was over on Tuesday and I woke up to a message from Orchid.
Can I come to your house today to give you the manga I borrowed?
Just give it to me at school, smiley face.
I won't be at school today.
Really, Orchid? Seriously?
I know what her motive is now. I've felt the exact same way before. I will be next if I go.
You can no longer send direct messages to this person.
Considering how dramatic Orchid's being, maybe this is a big joke. Yeah, that makes sense. They do this, new people, but they didn't anticipate Orchid and Kenji coming after me, so they just roped them in on the joke. It's kind of convoluted and long for a joke, but it makes sense to me. I spent about 20-30 minutes doing my morning exercises as I waited for everyone to show up. At one point I went up the big staircase in the gym. I thought it'd lead to the second floor, but it only went to a practically empty storage room. While up there though, I saw Ray, so I ran down and tried to tell her about my exercise, but she kept talking about other things, which was really unnecessary and rude. I went into the bathroom with her and kept trying to talk to her, but she was just brushing me off. Then Curry came in. We talked for a bit, get pervy, then I kissed her. Not for strategy, I don't think, because I actually wanted to. Maybe I do love her, and everything was kind of foggy when I was so depressed. After Curry and I practically made out in the bathroom, I went and started to pickpocket Ray. I didn't get much, but it's been a while since I've done that. After the first class I decided to work more on my public speaking, so I tried to talk to Curry and Ray, but Ray just wasn't very receptive, so I kissed Curry and made my way to the next class. I spent the entirety of my break just looking for Curry. She didn't come to class, so I was a bit worried that someone had kidnapped her. As a joke, of course, no one is actually in danger. Eventually I found Kiyohisa, but was she really the person I wanted to talk to? No, of course not, but I tried at least. I waited out the front of the next class for Curry to show up, but the teacher wouldn't let my wait long. Halfway through the lesson Curry came in, and after class I got to talk to her. I asked where she was and she said she was thinking about the week I didn't talk to her, and asked me what happened. With my new confidence and happiness, and Brayfly explained my finical anxiety. She apologized profusely about her little comment and gave me some money. She also said when we get married she'll make sure I never have to worry. Married. The afternoon hit and I didn't instantly go home. I thanked Curry once more for the money, then we started to gossip about Kiyohisa, and say something right to her face. After I gave Curry a kiss and went home. Home I streamed for the first time in a while, watched some anime, showered, then went to bed. I hope everyone comes back soon. It's getting kind of boring with so little people to talk to. I ran around the school quickly looking for presents, and finding none. Before settling into 20 minutes of stretching, I spotted Curry, gave her a kiss, then followed Ray into the bathroom. I tried to talk to her and Kiyohisa, but only Curry was responded. Hey, I just realized that the only other people still attending are girls. Well, Ray is girl Flux, but that counts. I spent a lot of time talking to Curry, then I went and picked the dress pockets of Ray, and got another one of these stupid things. After class I went back to Ray, tried to talk to her, and when she ignored me I stole her orange juice. You know, I liked it when I had more options to talk to. This really isn't the best situation for my goal. I know, but people are totally missing. Well, that's really inconvenient for me. Honestly, my old home life was less boring than this. During first break I started being all romantic with Curry, then tried to get Ray to talk with us but Ray just walked away, so, after many weeks of failed attempts I talked to Yaijiro, and to my surprise they happily joined the conversation, and responded every time. This is amazing, like, wow, I'm shocked, this stupid text-to-speech thing can't display my absolute excitement and joy at all. We talked about video games for a long time and after the next class we all continued talking about them. We eventually got onto perversion and Yaijiro complimented me. Today is less boring than I once thought. Yaijiro didn't even seem to mind we and Curry kissing all the time. Eventually the afternoon hit and I had to run around to find people because no one came to class once again. I did pretty quickly find Yaijiro in the stairwell. I told her I appreciate that she's being nice to me. We chatted more about video games and her and Curry. At home I streamed a game Curry and Yaijiro suggested. Then I played another suggestion without streaming it, and another, then after a hard day of work, I showered and went to bed. Tanaka-sama, it's nearly midnight.
I know, but some people online are investigating the disappearances and I think they're onto something.
Isn't this fun? 2 days left. I was thinking of diverting from my average plan of having 12 episodes, but even though I still have time before the next upload I think this is enough for now. Maybe I'll post the last part on Wednesday but anyway, stay safe, stay happy. Please subscribe and goodbye.